Alright, what's up guys, we're back to a Grand Cross video, and today what I thought I should do is actually rank who I think will be coming next week on Grand Cross JP, right? So if you don't play JP or if you're new, they currently have a Festival Eve right now with Denzel, where you get a free banner, and if you're not aware, every time we get a free banner, it's always a festival next week afterwards. It's kind of obvious, right? I believe it's been 2 weeks, no, 2 months actually, 2 weeks, 2 months to 3 months since the one on JP, which I know is a little bit weird. We do have the one right now, but yeah, it's time for a new festival character, which is kind of strange to be fair, because if you look at who's coming or who can come, there's not really any like fully festival candidates who, in my opinion, but actually no, there's, apart from one who I'll get into, right? So yeah, let's just jump in. So before I start, I gotta say, if you are new, consider subscribing, and also as well hit the like button. We are on track to hit 20k subs by the end of the year, so you can help me out. I greatly appreciate it. And as well, before we do get into it, comment down below who you think could be coming. But one disclaimer and one rule I would say is it's story relevant. So it's evident from day one that we only get characters who show up in the story, right? So I believe it was Elizabeth who was like showed up like a month, or not a month, a chapter before. She was showing in the actual chapters of story mode, and obviously the Escanor dropped with the actual chapter mode with him in it. So it's safe to say if we're going to get a festival character, it would be someone who's in the next chapter. So Chandler, Cusack, or Kid Merlin, Lolly Merlin, for example, right? But we have skipped a few characters, so I could see them doing someone in the past, someone that we skipped, or a character that we haven't seen yet. So I'm going to get into that. Okay, so let's jump in. Currently, right now, I don't think they're always called this, but for the sake of it, I'm just going to call this the Festival Banner. We have the number one here, right, with the 4 characters. But then the next one, which is the Holy War Festival, we have Assault Meteors, which could do 2 things. One, they either make all the festivals now on just go into the Holy Festival, or they make it so all the villains go into it. Now, the only reason I'm saying this is because obviously Assault Meteors is a villain, so I can see them doing like Chandler, you know, Zeldris, Cusack, all the villains in that banner, where we get all the good guys in this one. So it can be a mix of light and darkness type of thing, which is what Grand Cross actually stands for, by the way, if you didn't know. So I can definitely see them doing that, but for the sake of it, I do think they might just rotate between them, because, well, to get a festival banner, the Holy War one, to get back to back is quite a while to wait to not have a chance at Escanor again, to not have a chance at Elizabeth, Lost Vein, and King. So I do think the best opportunity they can have is to rotate between the two. So since we just got Holy War Festival, we could get, we're most likely going to get the normal festival next week, right? And I should say as well, there's no evidence towards this apart from the fact they skipped this last time, but there is a timing issue to it too, but I'll just say it anyway. The Holy War Festival, last time with Assault Meteors, we didn't have a free banner, which makes sense because, well, we just got one. We had this banner here, then we got Escanor, then we got Assault Meteors. So they couldn't really give a free banner again, but let's just say they do this in the future where every Holy War Festival banner, they don't give us a free banner, which would just mean the next festival banner, since it is Denzel, it is going to be a normal festival banner. So let's go off. So what I've done is I wrote down some characters who I think could be coming. Okay, so what I've done was I wrote down characters and also who I think could be coming, and I rated their percentages. So I'm going to give you all here, right? So if we're following the fact that the next festival should be the normal festival banner, the 70 Sins Festival, and we go for what we said earlier, it has to be a good character. I have wrote some characters down. So I have 5 characters. 5 characters that be coming. So firstly is Barn. No Barn has really shown up, so I'll just say 20% chance for a Barn coming. There's not really any good Barn coming anytime soon, apart from Purgatory Barn, and yeah, they're definitely going to save a Festival Barn for that time. Diane, could see a Diane coming. We kind of skipped the Diane, the one that was being trained in, or the Diane that was trained by Drool, the one that can dance now. So we could see a Diane, which is around 50% chance, I'll say, for Diane. Next, we have Kid Merlin. Merlin, I think, should show up, depending on the chapter it is, should show up in the next chapter with Chandler and Cusack, which means, you know, she could be a character. And one thing I didn't really get into is the fact how, have you noticed how every festival character isn't an actual, it's a special version of a character. It's not the normal version. You have Lost Fame Medieval, which is like, you know, the one with the sword. You have the one Escanor, which is the invincible one, the invincible avatar, as they call it. You have the Goddess Elizabeth. You know, it's not no normal Elizabeth. You have Wing King. You know, it's a special version. So I could definitely see, you know, Merlin or the kid version being an actual festival character. And then let's move on to the next one, Gopher. I'd say 0% chance that we can get a Gopher. We already have not Festival Gopher. We already have Green Gopher. We don't need a new Gopher anytime soon. So Gopher's off the table, 0% chance. But the next one, I have a very, very high hopes or like high expectation for this one. Arthur. Literally the next chapter after Medios and the one fight. I believe it's chapter 234. I'm not sure how the anime did it, but you do get to see the new Arthur, and this is how they introduce Chandler and Cusack. Arthur actually evades the capital, or like the place to try and get Excalibur. And who do you see? You see Arthur. He's got the Excalibur. He's got the cat. You got cat. Was it Cathsif? Is it? Is that his name? I'm not too sure, but I do believe he will be the next festival character. Not only is he a special version of a character, it is the Excalibur version. He's also, well, spoiler alert if you haven't seen season 3, he's dead. He dies. So, yeah, we're not going to get any Arthur after that point. So I do think if we are going to get a festival Arthur, he will be the next character we should get. So I'm going to give him a fat 95% rating. Who I think could be coming. Like, honestly, boys, the fact he shows up, he shows up in the next chapter, literally, he's going to be in it. He also fights Chandler and Cusack, and also Meliodas. I'm not sure if he fights him in that actual chapter, but maybe a chapter 2 later, but he does show up there. So, yeah, 95%, I do think we're going to get him. But Lolly Merlin, I don't see him a festival. I don't even see him giving Lolly Merlin as a character, but I do hope. So that's why I give her 75%. But yeah, Arthur, literally 95%. Mark my words, boys. When we do our stream on Wednesday, when they do show the new character, if they do show the new character, it's going to be the new Arthur. Excalibur Arthur, 100%. Like, if I'm right, come back and give this video a like. But yeah, that's it for the actual normal festival banner. Now let's go over if it was a Holy War festival banner. There's 4 characters, but 2 are stretching, to be fair. Next we have Chandler. But once again, Chandler is, I give him 70%. Now, the reason why is because, well, it's his normal version. As we just went on, I don't see him giving a normal version of a character an actual festival unit. I definitely think they should make Demon Chandler an actual Holy War festival, which will make sense because if we get Arthur now, in a chapter or 2, we do get the Demon version of Chandler, which would be in time for the Holy War festival. So, it makes sense to give us Chandler then. Cusack, I give him 60%. Actually, to be fair, 50%. Because, Cusack don't really fight as much as Chandler during the next arc. And, yeah, he's not that important until later on. So, yeah, I'm going to give him 60. But once again, I don't really see them splitting Chandler and Cusack together. So, if we're going to... I can see him doing, you know, Chandler and Cusack both in together in the more versions. And then giving us Demon Chandler later on. Which would be right timing for, like, the next festival. And then, I'll throw her in 5%. Laetitia Margaret, she does show up kind of soon afterwards, but a little bit too early in my opinion. So if you want to see what Laetitia Margaret does look like in the game, go watch my video. And surprisingly, not too many people did see it, so I don't know if the algorithm just kind of messed it up. But I did make a concept art video about how she will look in game. So if you want to go watch that video, I kind of go over her skills and what she will look like. Pretty good video. I spent like a whole day editing it, so feel free to watch that. But yeah, Margaret Laetitia, 5% chance. And then last, I'll just say it. Wheelchair Gopher. If we skipped him, so he could come anytime he wants, really. But yeah, I mean, if he would come, would he be a festival unit? Maybe. Nah, would he? Nah, probably not, because it's not a special version of Gopher. Nah, maybe. I guess. Nah, I think it's better if he comes as a normal character. But for the sake of it, I just thought I'd throw him in, because we did get that little podcast news where they did say they are going to be adding a new Gopher, and the Wheelchair Gopher might be one of them. So yeah, that is it. Let me know what you think. Obviously, I just rated all my chances. I'll say again because you skipped or you missed it. 20% for Barn, 50% for Deanne, 70% for Merlin, 0% chance for Gopher, 95% for New Arthur, Excalibur Arthur, probably the most likely one to come. Then for the Holy War, we have 70% chance for Chandler, 50% for Cusack, 5% for Margaret, and then 10 for Gopher. So there we go, boys. That's what I think. So let me know who you think could come in. I am in a really, really like strong argument or like position that I do think it will be Arthur, just because it has to be someone, you know, relevant that does show up, and Arthur will show up. We haven't had any leaks towards Arthur yet, so it could be anyone, but I do think if it has to be a man. Like, let me just quickly go through that arc quickly, that chapter. Because this is where Nanashi shows up. Nanashi shows up in this arc, I believe. And Nanashi was just added a few weeks ago, or like I do say, sometimes they do show up a little bit early, which is what Nanashi did. But they kind of like the first chapter for the prelude for the Holy War. They do express or like show the new Excalibur sword. They do show Arthur, so yeah, it's got to be the new Arthur. I know he doesn't get the Excalibur straight away, but we are going to see Arthur in his new costume with his new kit and or his new outfit and his whole like journey to get the Excalibur. So I do think it will be him. But yeah, let me know what you lot think. I mean, I'm hoping it's Merlin. Like, I want Merlin over Excalibur Arthur, but who knows, bro? Who knows? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you lot think, and peace.